Good morning, everybody. Welcome to pre-market update. Futures are down, pretty much red across the board except gold and crude oil pre-market. And let's analyze what's going on and where we could find some support. You can see here on the left side is for day trading, and on the right side is daily chart, which is higher time frame. We have to analyze both charts to see where price action will be going. It's not just blindly buying every dip. We have to look into higher support levels as well. So that's one of the reasons I yesterday bought TQQ at the bottom here, and I shared with my subscribers that I'm buying it here. And then we did get a bounce about 1%, which is 3% in TQQ. So I did sell it. The reason I did not hold TQQ because I didn't like the close. You can see here NDX close. This was below this white line, which is 20 moving average. Okay, 20 simple moving average. So it tried to find support here. I can show you on 1 hour chart. So this is around 25,200. You can see it tried even on 1 hour chart. This is 200 moving average, blue lines, 200 EMA and SMA. You can see it had a bounce after touching that. So they showed everybody saying we are bouncing. Probably we're going to fill some of these gaps. You can see there's a gap here. There's a gap here, but then they immediately rejected and closed below this 200 moving average. And then on daily chart, it was below this white line, which is 200 simple moving average. You can see in a bull trend, it always acts as a nice support. You can see here every time price comes, it bounces. Sometimes it goes a little bit below and then bounce again. But I think the reason it closed below means it could be getting to next support, which is here around 24,700. And this is live market and looks like they are going there. So we could be heading towards this from where we are right now. Today could be another red day. We could be heading 0.71% more down. So more, maybe like 1.2% sell off will be getting us major support here. Now, if that doesn't hold, I am also you have to look into I did add another moving average, 100 moving average, this purple line. We have to ask ourselves when was the last time we touched these moving averages? There's blue line, which is 200 moving average, a red line, which is a while 100 moving average, and then this is the yellow and red line here. Okay, so these yellow and red line we touch pretty much every month or every other month. Okay, you can see we did not touch since April till August. So April, 4 months it took us to touch, and then pretty much we are touching every month. We touch in September, we touch in October, now we are touching again, probably coming in November. Now, this is sorry, let me fix this. So also the purple line, which is 100 moving average. When was the last time we touched that? We touched here in April and May area, okay? Before that, we touched here in February, and then we had touches here in January, and then it went even below here in September, and then July 2024, and then April, and then here November. So since the touch here in May, 5 months did not touch. So it won't be unreasonable to expect it to touch 100 moving average, okay? And to be honest, if it's going to touch 100 moving average, it could be touching my target of 23,500. So, and if I go to the gaps on NDX, these are all the gaps it has to fill, guys. See all these gaps? They will be filled, most of these. We just don't know when. So we have to be very careful. Government shutdown and this case against tariff with Trump, and I don't know, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. And when there is a lot of uncertainty, stocks don't like that. So for now, let's focus on this thing. I think we are going towards this major support here, 24,700. If that doesn't hold, we are coming near 100 moving average. And my target was 23,500, which is top to bottom. Let's see if we're going to go there or not. But let's see, 23,500 is around 10.96%. So that will take NDX to about this gap here, which is 11%, 23,248. 243, this gap here. You can see on daily chart also there is a gap. This gap is still not filled. So somewhere around here. So, and also other thing I wanted to show you on weekly chart of futures. There is also a sell signal here on weekly, which is significant, guys. You cannot just ignore it. This weekly sell signal. Last time we had weekly sell signal, Nasdaq fall from here top to bottom. 27%. Here we had sell signal, Nasdaq fall top to bottom 19%. Okay. Now, my plan is to wait to significantly load until last week of November. I think Thanksgiving is probably, let's see, Thanksgiving giving in USA 27th of November. All right. So 27th of November is this week. So I think anywhere 2 weeks from now. So until 2 weeks, we could get some weakness, and my plan would be to load before the week, before this 24th of week, because usually we get a massive pump. So next couple of weeks we have to be very careful, and let's see how things go from there. S&P 500, same story here. Look, actually S&P 500 is coming now already close to, it's already touching this support, first support around 67.25. Let's see MNQ, how much is drop already from top to bottom. It's down 5% already. S&P 500 top to bottom, it's down 3.61%. From SPX perspective or SPY, there are no gaps here actually, all the way until here 631. So you can see here SPX no gaps until this 100 moving average. So that's a critical support. We might be coming all the way there, guys. So let's see from here, about 8%. So that will be around a good 8% correction. So sorry, this is SPX. I should have looked that one. So this support is also very critical, which is around 6,500. So that would be around 2.71%. So from top to bottom, if we reach there, that's about 5.66% on S&P 500. We might as well tag this 100 moving average. You can see it's been a long time we did not touch this 100 moving average purple line. So let's see if we really go there. So anyhow, just be careful here. One thing to note, if you want to take a good quick trade this morning, because we are in a buy zone. You can see we are trying to bounce right now. We are in the buy zone. Um, there could be a quick trade for a quick bounce on basically from this 50 moving average. Okay, just take a quick trade and then exit. Wait for it to go back near second standard deviation. There's going to be a bounce coming, especially because these futures are going to be opening on a gap down. You can see here if I go to 1 hour chart, you can see it's opening on a gap down here. So they could be coming, bouncing it to fill this gap before go down. Here also you can see open on a gap down, they filled the gap and then went down. QQQ, same story. Opening on a gap down, could be filling this gap before going lower. Okay, so there could be a quick trade here, but you have to be very careful. There's no guaranteed. They could still keep doing down. But let's see. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, actually CME futures are giving me a buy signal. I wanted to tell everybody, and I shared a video for that. Now, there are two gaps here, okay, 97K and 91,800. So it broke below 200 moving average, tried to back test, and now it's rejected. So this is not good. It back test and fails. So other thing is also this looks like a head and shoulder. No matter how much I try to explain you guys, something like this. It looks like a head and shoulder here. Or even if you want to do something like this, an inverse, okay, something like this. And the measured move is usually top to bottom of the line. And if you move it here, when it breaks down, you're going somewhere near 88,000, okay? So we can expect both of these gaps to fill. I don't think we're gonna fill other gaps yet, but at minimum, these two gaps can be filled. And this does look like a Wyckoff distribution as well. You can see here also similar story here we had. You can see similar thing we had it here on crypto. And the move was, let's see, top to bottom. Where did it take them? Oops, take them here almost. You can see very close to the measured move. So we can have similar story here. Oh, sorry, I think I took this one was not 83. I have to fix this. Yeah, this one was around here. So yeah, so we could be coming here to fill both of these gaps. So just keep that in mind on crypto. So nothing is looking good. Um, Ethereum, similar story here. Ethereum is weak. Ethereum gap was not filled. This one 3048 fully. So probably they're going to come back to fill this gap. And then this major gap here around 2839. So probably coming there later to fill that gap too. Okay, if that doesn't hold, it's going to come even further down 25, 23 too. So we'll see. VIX is bouncing after 7 and 8 counts buy signal. Now VIX is giving a sell signal. So I think we might be near a short-term bottom if VIX is giving a sell signal. So, but here it kept going higher. Here it was pretty accurate. Here it was pretty accurate. Here it was pretty accurate. So these signals are not 100% right, but this means we are pretty close to a bottom, guys. So if we get a sell-off, this is a significant support, and I won't be surprised if they pick it up from here. So you have to take risk when nobody wants to take risk, and it's a good sell-off. So let's see. And also, all these indicators are in buy zone. You can see Nasdaq, S&P 500, even Bitcoin is in the buy zone. So wait for the end of the day and decide accordingly. There's no reward without taking a big risk. You've heard that, right? So gold is here in the middle of two lines, white line, which is 20 moving average and 50 moving average, red and yellow lines, sorry, red and yellow, yeah, just chopping in between. So a lot of day trading opportunity I can show you on gold here on the day trading chart here. You can see just chopping around between red zone and green zone. So if you really want to buy, you will have to wait for it to touch green zone, which is around at this time around 39.57. Okay. So just sharpness going on. I think gold has stopped in my opinion. It's going lower, but you can decide. And I showed you on weekly chart. I think gold is heading here around 33, 3400 in my opinion. Crude oil is bouncing and then failed, bounce and failed. So you can see here it bounced, touched the resistance and immediately went down. So could be coming to the buy zone again here. This whole green area on the right side is support, okay? It can find support anywhere here. So that's where it's heading. Toronto Stock Exchange has a buy signal here, but let's see. Maybe it can have another couple of days of 7, 8, and 9, and then it will bounce. We'll keep an eye on it. In terms of stocks, Tesla shareholder voted, they approved $1 trillion package for Elon. However, this gap is not fully filled. If I go to 1 hour chart, you can see this gap is not filled. So you know what that means? We could be coming from where we closed all the way down 2.65% to fully fill this gap before it bounce again. Okay. Now, if that doesn't hold, then it gets really interesting because we could be coming all the way down here around 398. This gap will be filled just a matter of time. Okay. Would be coming all the way down. So that would be a full correction of where we closed. If we come all the way down 11%. So just be careful. Also, there's also gap here on 368. nvda again closed below 20 moving average. I was expecting it to close above that. Got a 7 count sell signal and been selling since then. And coming to fill this gap fully probably today around 182. That's a big support here. And could be, sorry, could be holding that. Um, Major support here could be holding that. If that doesn't fail, could be coming a little lower. Now, if that support breaks, then we have a big issue because we could be coming to then 170s and then this gap here 160s, this gap here 148. So there are a lot of gaps to be filled. Weekly also giving a sell signal, which is very significant, guys. NVIDIA, every time we get weekly, you can see last time we got weekly sell signal, NVIDIA dropped 35%. Here we got sell signal, NVIDIA dropped 46%. Here it was ignored. So from top to bottom, if we get let's say 35% sell off. That could take nvda to around 130, 140s. Okay, this purple 100 moving average. So anyhow, just don't want to scare you guys, but just be caution here. Microsoft coming to near some gap fills here around 491, still not fully filled. From where it closed, that gap fill is around 1% away, so could be coming there. Apple did not even start selling. That's the issue. Other stocks are selling, but Apple is holding very well. Imagine if Apple starts selling, that's going to be bad. There are gaps here on Apple. So from where it closed, there is a gap which is about 2.33% away, and that will be filled, guys. It's not when, it's just a matter of time. It's not if, it's just a matter of time. And then there's another gap which is here, which is around 6.19% away. So this big gap here, that's kind of worrying me. And then there's also other gaps, but at least these two gaps could be filled. Google, you can just see like all the way, huge gaps everywhere. Amazon also huge gap. They're now finally bringing it back down to earth. Meta again continue going. Gonna go fill this gap today, probably 596 gap, and then they will decide what they want to do. So from top to bottom, that's about 3.72% away. That's crazy, man. You can see how when they sell off, they just sell off like significantly. There's no buy signal also on Meta. Nothing here. So probably they're heading towards this 100 moving average. You can see that's where they're going. Netflix just below 200 moving average, just chopping around, trying to form a base, but this could be a bear flag too. And then if they really want to sell off, to be honest, they could even break this flag and Netflix can go all the way down to 942. Okay, so just keep that in mind. avgo needs some support again, but it's going new higher on divergence, huge divergence since it's going higher. Weekly also no sell signal, but yeah, just be careful. Next support is near around 50 moving average around 344. If that doesn't hold, we could be going. There are multiple gaps. CrowdStrike also just divergence, guys, divergence. Let's see. Nothing broken here yet. Service now looks weak. Could be coming to fully fill this gap around 814. So from where it closed yesterday, could be coming to around 4.5% down. Then another gap here. Probably it's going to come fill that gap too. So from there, both gaps are around 10% away. Bond market looking all right. Got a buy signal a couple of days ago, and now yesterday was a huge candle. Today also looking all right. Looks like wants to bounce here. Natural gas, 7 count sell signal, so probably gonna go lower. Silver is also in the middle, nothing interesting. Copper, I'm gonna keep an eye on, getting a buy count, 7 counts buy signal. Very, very interesting, guys. Every time we get this on copper, you can see usually goes higher. You can see here just chop around, here went lower. Could be getting ready for a buy here, so I might be interested in copper here. Keep an eye on this. Dollar got rejected from resistance, now going lower. Should help gold and Bitcoin, but even Bitcoin is selling. That's really weird. AMD was down 7% yesterday after fake out on earnings, and you can see it can go way lower. You can see all these gaps to fill. Qualcomm after earnings went lower, even after smashing the earnings. I think you can see still they're selling it off. Shopify also was lower. If that this support doesn't hold, huge gaps here, guys. Could be coming all the way back to fill this earnings gap here. Palantir also down 1.58%. These are all hyped stuff with such a high P to E ratio. Unbelievable how just people just keep pumping it. You can see here last time we got a big sell off here and then it still kept pumping. So could be going, and I don't have any buy signal until I get at least buy signals. Let's see. Celestica also another hyped stock, could be flagging, but again, it's a gap machine. So Costco is pretty interesting. Had a nice buy yesterday. This gap is still fully filled, so look to buy Costco on any dips. MicroStrategy is done. Um, you can see still no buy signal. I was telling everybody it's going to come to 200s away a long time ago. Probably that's where it is right now. I some support here on 160 areas. Okay, so it's probably going heading there. UNH looking all right, getting a 7 count SPY signal. Lily just keeps going higher. Wow, unbelievable, just straight up. ISRG after nice pump, just hanging in there. Enbridge is down after earnings, something maybe not people don't like probably. Um, Profit slide, so it's going lower. CNQ was little down after earnings, still on support. Sunco just keeps going higher. Amazing earnings and buying stock, so that's helping it. Okay, guys, I know today's video is a bit longer, but I think it's very important. Yeah, so keep an eye on this support, which we are coming to now. Um, SPY is looks like already SPY still has a little more to go, around 664. So that will be a nice support here, and then we'll see if we can hold here. It's great. If not, then probably we're getting more lower. So just be careful. Wait for this to settle down. If you really want, wait for the last week of November before you're buying, and then you can save the cash until then. And then if you want to join my Discord channel and want to talk to me directly and want to know more about these levels and levels of stocks I'm buying and selling, and any questions you can ask, you can subscribe. Link is in the description. If you do subscribe for paid, it's only like $9 a month. Let me know your user ID so you can add you to I can add you to members only section where we can talk directly. Take care. Bye.